Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz along with Michelle Grinnell. And Michelle, we are headed up to the UP.
We are headed up to the UP, all the way up to Copper Harbor. And we have Diane Peterson here to tell us about what's going on in the Keweenaw, and especially when I talk about mountain biking and biking in general, because the Keweenaw is gaining a great reputation as a great place for biking.
For good reason, too.
So, Diane, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And let's just start with the basics for folks that, heaven forbid, haven't been up to the UP or up to the Keweenaw. Kind of talk about where you're located and what folks can find when they get up there.
Well, we're at the northernmost point in Michigan, and we have a little bit of everything. That's the nice part about the Keweenaw is we're actually, you can mountain bike, you can at any level, beginner all the way to expert.
Well, I would agree. I have actually been in the Keweenaw quite a bit, and I just love it because just the variety of things you can see and do there. A lot of places are beautiful, but maybe don't have a lot of attractions that you can really spend your day enjoying and really know that you've understood a little bit about the area. So mountain biking is one of the things I highly recommend, mostly for the scenery. Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah, it's just the Brockway Mountain, for instance. If you've not been there, you owe it to yourself to either drive in that area and just see the scenery, or a mountain bike there. That's probably, I would assume, kind of an aggressive ride area, but there are a lot of other places you can ride. Now, there is a big event coming up. The Ride the Keweenaw weekend is coming up May 23 through 25, the big weekend. Any special events that we should mention for that big weekend? Well,
we have a lot of guided tours, group rides that anybody can join. We also have an enduro race happening on Sunday, along with a downhill bike race. So it'll be an exciting weekend.
The downhill race, is that like down Brockway Mountain then?
I'm not sure where exactly that's coming down.
Well, that's the only place I could assume, because it is actually quite a big height difference when you get up there. But that's what makes the view so incredibly beautiful as well. So it's great. So the 23rd through 25th, that big Keweenaw weekend, ride that area, and bicyclists, especially the mountain bikers who really like to see beautiful scenery. That might be a great weekend to do it, especially since that area has just been named an epic ride. And if you're into mountain biking, you know what that means. So let's talk about the entire peninsula and the various things that you can do. I know that the mining tours are very popular there.
They're exciting. We have one mine tour that you can actually ride in a tram down into the mine, and then we have another mine tour that you can walk down in. So it's depending on your ability, we have something for everybody.
Yeah, the Quincy Mine, is that the one you take the tram in?
Yes.
Yeah, the Quincy Mine is quite a big property too.
It's huge. It's part of our Keweenaw National Park.
Yeah, you see those big, I don't know what those big towers are called that they would need to pull the various trolleys up and down.
Yeah.
But whatever they are,
that's the mine shaft. It's the
shaft itself. Yeah. So you see those. That's actually probably the most prominent one in the Upper Peninsula. You see all that material that's kind of left behind from the mining operation. And you get to enjoy that, and then you head down there and see what it was like for those miners to actually do all that hard work.
I can't even imagine. We've got one mining site right now that they're digging the buildings that have been covered over for how many years. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of neat to see the archaeology on that. And if you get on an ATV, you see mine shafts and different things that you wouldn't normally see riding in a car.
Well, a lot of people talk about, the various differences between the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula, and one of them is accents. And one of the many reasons why people speak a little bit differently is because of all the Europeans who came to that Keweenaw Peninsula area to mine the various copper mines and such. And, of course, you had the kind of European accents that became the local accent.
Yes.
So that's a pretty cool thing. So tell us about some of the little communities there. Calumet, for instance. What seems to make that an interesting place to visit?
Well, the Keweenaw here was the birthplace of the copper boom. This is where it all began. We have the Keweenaw National Park right here in Calumet, and they've got an excellent visitor center that's very hands-on. And then there's different tours that you can take, walking tours of the different housing and the buildings downtown. We have one of the oldest, bars here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Is in Calumet. So,
which has a beautiful mural in it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does, and some great locally brewed beer as well.
Yes.
So with Calumet, it's a cool place. One of the reasons is because of the kind of the stories that can be told, and I know that that city plays an important role in kind of the union story, an important role in occupational safety, because of an interesting thing that happened, kind of a really sad story, actually. So you learn that when you go there. And it actually has a great art gallery in downtown Calumet as well.
We have a little bit of everything.
Really do. And besides, the Laurium Mansion is there, so if you're looking for a unique place to stay, that's also a really great B&B there as well.
It's a beautiful B&B. It's the old, it was the president of the mine's house at one point.
I wondered.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. So tell us about some of the other little towns in that area, like Copper Harbor, and is it Eagle Harbor?
We have Eagle Harbor and Eagle River, both along the waterfront. It's beautiful. You get waterfalls as you're driving along Lake Superior. You'll have Lake Superior on one side and waterfalls on the other. There's all kinds of unique little shops where you can stop along the way and learn about the area and pick up some of the local flavor. And then Copper Harbor, there's nothing like it anywhere. There's a fort up there that they have people that will give you tours through it all summer long.
Got Fort Wilkins.
Yes.
Great historic state park.
There's, like you said earlier, Brockway Mountain is absolutely beautiful. We have a birding event once a year. We call it the Rapture Survey, and you'll see every kind of bird you can possibly imagine fly through Brockway Mountain.
Yeah, well, especially because the peninsula is so huge. As the birds are flying along the Superior shoreline, they would use the peninsula as a place to get a little rest. So you see all different kinds of birds, especially at this time of the year. It might be a good time to head up to the Keweenaw, especially for all you mountain bikers that ride the Keweenaw weekend coming up May 23 through the 25th. And if you are a birder, as Diane mentions, it is a great time to visit the Keweenaw Peninsula. So thanks, Diane. Diane Peterson, president of the Keweenaw Convention and Visitors Bureau. And for more information, all you have to do is go to the website, Keweenaw.info, Keweenaw.info. Check it out. You're going to love that area. I really, really love it. I have to also tell you, a lot of times people go to Michigan.org looking for ideas on places to go sightseeing driving. These driving tours are getting to be more and more popular as our baby boomers get a little older and we don't maybe head out into the trails by foot anymore as much as we used to. But you can go into that area, and just the drive kind of between Calumet and Copper Harbor, it is a spectacularly beautiful drive, which also includes the drive up to there, Brockway. I can't say enough about it. You're going to love that. And so if you're looking for those types of driving ideas, we have driving tours available at Michigan.org. They give you ideas on places to go, maybe by regions. So if you're in the Keweenaw, you'd look for that driving tour. If you're in the northeast area of the Lower Peninsula, for instance, we have a suggested driving tour there. Some of the tours will bring you to barns. A lot of people like barns. Some of our driving tours will take you to beautiful lighthouses and in places where lighthouses have played an important role in kind of safely guiding mariners to shore for all these years. And of course now they safely guide tourists all around the state as well. So you can find that. All that information is available free of charge simply by going to Michigan.org, where you can also order your spring-summer travel guide right now. We'll deliver it to you if you ask us to. Just fill out a little form and we'll send it to you free of charge. Happy to do that. Recommend you do that today for your travel ideas. We're going to find out what's happening up in the Sault Ste. Marie area during their free attractions weekend. It's coming up next right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.